If we move on to talk about the UK context for safeguarding, I'm sure some of the figures that we discuss in the next couple of minutes will be very, very surprising to you. There are around about 14 million children in the UK at the moment. Now, what the NSPCC suggest is that throughout the course of their childhoods, around 1 in 20 will suffer from sexual abuse. 1 in 10 will struggle with mental health issues. And again, across their childhoods, 1 in 5 UK children suffer from abuse or neglect, and that will become more significant for you as a fact when we go on to discuss what abuse and neglect actually are. In the average primary school class, then again, according to NSPCC, at least 2 children have suffered abuse or neglect at some point, and that's a frightening statistic, especially for children so young. Again, usually when I'm teaching this in a lecture theatre, I'll ask the lecture theatre to try and identify or count how many high-profile child murders, child deaths they can think of over the course of their lives. And ordinarily, a typical lecture theatre of trainee teachers will be able to name 8 or 9 national child deaths, like Victoria Climbié, Daniel Pelker, etc. They're usually very shocked when I tell them that actually there's an average over the last 5 years, there's been an average of 68 child deaths each year over the last 5 years, and actually that average is coming down. Sometimes it's been into the hundreds, 120s. At least 1 child is killed typically per week in the UK. And again, this is via assault or undetermined intent. Children under the age of 1, so babies, are the most likely age group to be killed by another person, followed by young men. And child homicides are most commonly caused by the child's parent or step-parent. And this is where that sort of the teacher, the early years practitioners' role around getting to know parents, getting to know families, getting to understand family circumstances is so clearly clear. At the moment, the latest data reveals that there are over 52,000 children that are subject to a child protection plan, and that's in England only. And as I say, 5 to 9 year old age group and the 10 to 15 year old age group are the most common. So these are children that are actually known to social services in some way and have an explicit child protection plan in place. So over 52,000 in England at the last count. Now that, I'm sure you will agree, is a significant number of young people.